Hey everyone, welcome back to MB's Hamsters, and today I am going to be talking about basic hamster care. I did make a video like a long time back, like probably 6 months ago, maybe even longer than that, and that was a very, very poor quality video, and it just didn't meet the standards of a good YouTube video. And it was less about how to care for a hamster and what you need for a hamster. So it was basically like, you're gonna need this and this and this for a hamster, but it didn't say anything about how to care for a hamster, so the title was very deceiving and it was not a good video. So I'm going to be redoing that video today, and I'm going to be talking about how to actually care for a hamster. So if you've been on my channel for a while, or you've seen other hamster YouTubers, you all know that hamsters need a ton of space. So hamsters need at least 450 square inches of floor space in their cage. This is my hamster Angel's cage. This is the IKEA Detolf. I do have a review that I will leave up in the corner, and basically hamsters need a very large suitable cage, so don't take advice from the pet store. Pet stores don't know what they're talking about, and most of the time their care is very outdated and not good. So please do not take pet stores' advice, and listen to the actual people who know professional hamster care. I am not a professional. I do not consider myself a professional, but professionals have proved that the larger the cage, the happier the hamster. So make sure that you have a very large, suitable cage for your hamster. So as many of you know, hamsters are nocturnal animals. They are awake during the night while you are sleeping. So while you're sleeping, your hamster's going to be running around and active and playing, and they're going to be the most active during the night while you're sleeping. So hamsters don't really get a lot of enrichment from human interaction. Of course, interacting with your hamster is very good for their health and just helps them become more tame and friendly. But that doesn't really help your hamster with a lot of enrichment. A lot of them don't enrich from humans, and they need toys and fun things in their cage to help them get enriched and actually be able to have a good life while you're sleeping. So a cage needs to be very, very crowded and full. Obviously not crowded, so crowded that your hamster can't walk or move anywhere, but to just up to the point where they have a lot of things to do. Hamsters are also prey animals, so they don't like feeling out in the open. So having a cage with a lot of things to hide under and play on just provides a lot of good enrichment. So obviously you are going to need food for your hamster. All mammals need food, and basically hamsters need a good variety mix that has a lot of ingredients in it. I have not personally made a diet video, but I know Victoria Rachel, another YouTuber, has made a very good detailed hamster diet video that I will leave up in the corner. And basically, hamsters are omnivores. They need a good, healthy variety seed mix, as well as vegetables and proteins such as mealworms and scrambled egg. So make sure you watch that video on hamster diets. It's a very hard topic for me to make a video on. I might do one in the future, but as of right now I have not made my own diet video, so I will link Victoria Rachel's in the corner. So many hamsters, as I said, like to be enriched and like to have a lot of things to do. What I recommend is not putting your hamster's food in a bowl, but actually scatter feeding it around the cage. Scatter feeding is very good for their health. It helps them forage like they would in the wild, and just gives them something extra to do and something that is very mentally stimulating for them to do while you're sleeping. Hamsters also need water, obviously, and most people use water bottles to help with to give their hamster water, but I use water bowls for all of my hamsters. It's a very controversial topic. Water bottles or water bowls. I personally prefer water bowls just because they help with a natural drinking angle for your hamster. They don't have to drink up in an awkward angle at a spout, and it's just a lot easier for your hamster to get a lot of water instead of having to sit there drinking from their water bottle for a while. Of course, you can use a water bottle. I have a video that's very old. I will link it up in the corner anyways. It's not good quality and it's very old, but it is water bottles versus water bowls. I might do another version of that in the future. It's not a good video, but you can watch it if you want to, so I will try to leave that up in the corner. Hamsters, I have mentioned this many times, hamsters need to feel enriched and have very stimulating things to do in their environment, and everyone, no matter where you go to, says that you need a hamster wheel. And yes, that is very important. It helps them to do something during the night that gives them exercise. I have behind me Angel's 10-inch Carolina Storm Express wheel, and a lot of when you go to the pet store, they just will give you a 6-inch or a 4-inch wheel, no matter what hamster you have. And that is not good. Hamsters need a wheel where their back isn't arching. They need a wheel where their back is completely flat while they're running. Syrian hamsters, I recommend 10 inches or over. Generally, I know it used to be 8 inches or over, but 8 inches has been found to not really be good for the hamster's back as well. So now they're saying 10 inches or over. So hamsters at least need a 10-inch wheel, if not a 12-inch wheel, which is recommended. If you're getting a dwarf hamster, a 8-inch wheel is an 8-inch wheel or bigger is very good for them. It doesn't, most of the time their back isn't arching, and that is very good. Roboroskis can have a 6-inch wheel, but they generally do need a larger wheel just for better for their back, and the bigger the better with hamsters. So I do recommend 8 inches or over for dwarfs and 10 inches or over for Syrians for their wheel. So a lot of hamsters love going out and exploring besides their environment. Some hamsters do not like getting out of their cage, which you don't have to do this, but that is free-ranging your hamsters. That is one of my favorite things to do, is letting my hamster run around in a playpen or a dry bathtub or even just a hamster-proofed room. That just provides something for them to do other than run around in their enclosure. You can take them out and have them explore different areas. I know a lot of hamsters are also don't like free roaming. It stresses them out and it's not good. So if you see your hamster flat on their stomach with their ears against the back of their head, that's a sign of stress, and they don't want to be in that situation. So please do not take them out like that. Hamster balls are unsafe. I know a lot of people use hamster balls. Hamster balls are still very commonly used with hamsters, and if you're watching this video learning how to care for a hamster for the first time, that might come as a surprise for you, but hamster balls are very unsafe. They can get their toes and claws stuck in the ventilation holes on a hamster ball. They are stuck in a little round contraption where they have to run. They can't go run on their wheel. They can't go to get water or food or hide in a hidehouse. They have to run. And that is very, very stressful for your hamster. they're also running around with their own pee, and it's just not good for the hamster. It's fun to watch, but it's not good for the hamster, and the hamster always comes first. So do not use hamster balls. Use a playpen, or even just a dry bathtub with like a blanket on the bottom, and you can put some toys in there, and that is very good and way better than a hamster ball. So most hamsters, to help them with their stress, need to be tamed. Now that is can be a very difficult and frustrating process. I know my hamster Angel back here took about 4 months to get completely used to me and my family. And to some people, 4 months is a long time. Some hamsters are like never tamed. They don't trust humans for their entire life. Some can take very long, can take even like a year to fully become tamed. So if you were thinking of getting a hamster, just keep that in mind. The taming process is very, very, very difficult and can be frustrating. So if you've been on my channel, you also know that I have a hamster website, the sniffinghamster.com, and on there I actually have a book of my first time hamster care guide, and I spent a long time working on this, and I'm very excited that it's published and in my store. It is downloadable and you can print it out, or you can just read it on your computer. In here I also included a 5-step training course on how to tame your hamster. And it's only 5 steps. It can take a while, but this book will make it a lot easier. It also has all about habitats and diets, what to feed your hamster, what not to feed your hamster. And there is just a lot in this book that is all you need to know for your first hamster. There's a bunch of things before you get your hamster, and then after you get your hamster, there's part 1, getting prepared, and part 2, caring for your new hamster. And this is basically how to set up for getting your hamster, how to, should you purchase them from a pet store, should you get them from a breeder, should you adopt them, and it's very good topics that most of them I haven't even explained on my YouTube channel. So if you want to buy this, I will have a link in the description. And it is just a very good care guide for anyone who is getting their first hamster, or just wants to learn more about hamster care as they are getting another hamster. So this book is very good for anyone who is new to the hamster community and just needs a book to help them along the way with their hamsters. So I hope you guys enjoy this book. I am so excited that I actually have it on my shop, and yeah, that this video is sort of sponsored by that booklet, sort of, but now back to the video. So a big stereotype with hamsters are that they're cheap and easy pets to care for, that they are not expensive at all, that they only really need, like, they basically don't need any care. You just need to give them food and they're fine. But that is completely wrong. My hamster Angel here has at least cost me about $1,000, probably more than that, because she had 3 cages in her lifetime. Each bag of bedding is $40, and her wheel was $70. And just a bunch of different things that, well combined, are a lot of money. It's very expensive. Hamsters are definitely not cheap pets. I've spent quite a lot of money on my 3 girls. So if you are thinking about getting a hamster, just keep that in mind, that they are not cheap pets at all, and do require a lot of responsibility. So if you're thinking of getting like one for your kid for Christmas, or you're thinking of getting your kid a hamster, or you're thinking of getting a hamster, just keep in mind that they are a lot of responsibility and a lot of work. So they are definitely not cheap and easy pets. And the last thing I want to point out, which is one of the most important things in this video, probably more important than the cage, though the cage is super important, is that you need to have a vet or you need to save up money for the vet. Because a lot of hamsters in their lifetime need to go to the vet. Hamsters do need to go to the vet when they are sick or hurt. So they are not just disposable pets where you can just get a new one. Hamsters need to go to the vet when they are sick or hurt. So you need to save up a lot of money. If you're a kid, you need to maybe save up your allowance or something in order to pay for a future vet bill if you have one. So that is a super important point that can basically save your hamster's life. If you have the money and can take them to the vet, then that will be very good for if they have any future health issues. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This was a more updated version of my last video. You can watch that if you want to. I will leave it somewhere at the end of this video. But it's not a very good video, let me tell you. And this is basically an updated version of that. If you were thinking of buying my book, thank you so much. That literally means everything to me. And I will see you guys in my next video. So, bye guys!